So women face many challenges to access international markets. There are some estimations that consider that between 15 to 20% only of exporting companies are led by women. There are different types of challenges that women face. They are facing challenges because they are active in sectors that are a bit less prone to export, mainly in services, because they are smaller very often in size, because they struggle to access finance, which is critical if you want to grow your business and then be able to export. And why do they face these challenges of accessing finance? Because very often they lack collateral. Assets can be in the name of the men rather than the women, because they have very often a shorter credit history. So there are many different types of challenges that women face when they want to try and tap into international markets. And these are issues that we're trying to address at the international level. There's, for example, at the WTO, an informal working group on trade and gender. We also have an informal working group on micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises. And as you know, many micro and small companies are led by women, so there's a lot of overlap between the work of these two groups, trying to help women and small companies export and participate in international trade. And how can we do that? Governments have a key role to play by trying to integrate what we call the gender lens or the Miss-Me lens in regulations, making sure that the needs of women and of small businesses are taken into account when your regulations are being developed. Having good data is also essential if you want to better target the measures that you take. And so there's a lot of work being done also to try and see how we could have data based on gender, men versus women, and better data also on small companies. So a lot of challenges, some work being done to try and help. Digitalization can also be a key game changer when it comes to women, because it allows them to have more easily access to other markets, to more easily collect information about other markets. It can also make it easier for them to access finance. There are some possibilities to use AI, for example, to leverage alternative data sources, which can help small companies and women to access finance, make it easier to assess the creditworthiness of women-led companies or small companies. It can really empower them, provided indeed they have access to the internet, and here that can be a challenge in developing economies where access to the internet is still lacking to some extent.